What's going on, guys? Cody Marchant from Poofnewsales.com. Basically, what I'm trying to do right now is to create a video to kind of give you guys a sneak peek about, who we are at Poofnewsales, what we do, who we help, our process. Basically, just get you to know me and my team a little bit better. Just in case, maybe you're seeing this because we're talking about potentially working together and, you don't really know too much about me yet. This is kind of what I want to give you as a resource to kind of show you, okay, this is what Cody's all about. This is why this is why we're talking. And I think we can do a lot of cool stuff together. So say that you are seeing this video because we're trying to, see if working together is a good idea. The first thing I'm most likely going to send you to is this Working with Poofnewsales article that we wrote. Basically, it's just working with Poofnewsales, what is it like, right? Because it's like the written version of what this video is supposed to be. I want to talk about, so basically let me go through it real quick. I bet you poured your heart and soul into building your business. I say who I am. I tell you my goals. Talk about what we specialize in, the industries. I say, what content marketing does for your business because, content marketing company, that's what I'm here. Trying to, help you strategize to see what type of content should be on your site. How do we get that content ranked high in Google, and what's the reason behind creating that content? Like, the end goal is trying to get new revenue, new clients, new customers, whatever it is. We're obviously going to find the best content that we can create on your site to meet that end goal. And in the process, it's going to drastically increase your site traffic. Before we work together, I go over our discovery. So basically what we do, we can call it a discovery package, a master sheet, a content calendar. Basically, let me just go through the one for ourselves at Poofnewsales, just like an example. This isn't going to be what it's like for you, but pretty much we have, say your site, we call it the master sheet. We'll have a content calendar tab right here where it's basically all the new content that we want to write on the site. The way that we go about finding which content you should be ranking for, first we want to break down what your top selling either products or services are, like what's your main goal. So if you're a law firm and you want to be selling, or you want to be talking to people that have recently gotten into car accidents, we will, create content specialized around people that would be searching on Google for that service, and whatever the keyword research we do is all going to be based around that and other, things that either your industry, your local area, or your services provided that we think will bring you the best ROI. We break it down in different ways. That's not a huge big deal. We have a list of competitors. We'll have, what else? We'll have site fixes for each site. Like basically we're going to go through your site. Maybe we find some opportunities for some, restructuring of content or whatever. What else do we have? This is all not yours specifically. This is more internal, so it's not like a great representation of what, a potential client's master sheet would look like. This is for when we upload articles onto WordPress or whatever CMS it is. This is specifically WordPress for us. In the long term, we're going to have a lot of content being created, like I'd say 4 to 5 articles a week. So it's just easy to have stuff that we do a lot of times, like quote boxes, images, a certain type of color text, an outline box, whatever it is that we're specifically using a lot, we're going to have right here so we can pull it up real quick and kind of make the changes as quickly as possible. What else do we get into? So that's, that's our process of creating like a content calendar. Basically, once we have the content calendar, we're going to create outlines for each piece of content. Basically, I have a video right here that shows you how I like to outline content. I'm not going to go through that process right now, but basically just think about it like this. It's basically, Poofnewsales is, for the most part, me and Kyle Broussard, Poofnewsales co-founder, and what we do is we want to be as involved as possible in every single piece of content. So think of it like this. It goes from me and Kyle deciding, after the keyword research, competitor research, and your site in general, we'll figure out what content needs to be on your site. Then we'll go through, we'll create the outlines for it. We'll be really detailed. So basically, obviously we have an amazing team of writers, but even if we didn't, I'm very confident that our outlines are so on point that you could give these outlines to any writer and you'd have a great piece of content getting back, because we go paragraph by paragraph, telling them what questions we want answered, what topics we want covered, what keywords to throw in. And then when we get it back, Kyle will handle it. He'll edit it up. He'll add some on-page SEO. He'll do internal links. He will focus on things like the structure. He'll make it visually great on WordPress when uploading it. So we both touch each article a lot and make sure that it's really good for the final product. This is just basically an example of an outline. We'll show them this is what we want in the intro, the body, so on and so forth. We talk about a little bit about why we're the better option, because if you look at some of the content that we've written for ourselves, some of our clients, depending on what industry it is, we put out some really comprehensive content. The last article that I delivered to a client this morning was 4,993 words long. Like, we make sure that the content that we write answers every possible question for Google searchers. And Google loves that, and they'll continuously rank us higher than competitors because of that. Like I say right here, content is designed to fully answer searchers' questions and any related topic. We want to focus on answering your audience's specific questions. We want to give them in-depth understanding of the competition. We talk about how we create the content, how we track goals back and forth. Before we work together, what's important to get in terms of, what's one thing. So maybe something like login to Google Analytics, a WordPress login, just stuff like that. Basically, a phone call where it's like, hey, Cody, our main services, it looks like this on our site, but I really want you to know that this month specifically, we're trying to push this product, this service. So those are the type of things that we'll need to know before we get started. And then basically, that's really what, I just wanted to get that across. So in a video form where it's just like, I talk about our process at a high level, not diving into anything, but just to give you a quick 5-minute rundown of, if we were to work together, this is, what it would look like, the process, why we get results. And I just really want to be transparent about, how I can help you and why I will help you. And that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you stuff like, this article, basically, say you have an e-commerce store, so do we, because we want to make sure that we provided our clients with the best possible results. And say we never did an e-commerce store before, I'm not going to go and tell you I can get you results. We started our own store, and we got some really good results that we talk about in this article. BestGiftsForStoners.com is a site that we started in November, I believe, and just in a few short months we're about 2,000 visitors, which isn't that much, but going from scratch to 2,000 visitors a month, if anybody's done this a while, you know how difficult that is to do. So this is just a quick breakdown for anybody that's interested in e-commerce, just getting an idea of how we do things specifically on a site, because it's hard to give data on client sites, even if we could do great work, because not a lot of people want to share that data. So we want to have our own site where you can look behind the hood or look under the hood and see exactly how we got these results and what we would be working on and how we would do it for your business at the same time. Right over here we just have a free set of content marketing tools. So basically the outlines that we talked about, we have an outline generator tool, title tag generator tool, content idea generator tool. Basically everything we do, we put it into a software. It's not as good as us yet. We're trying to work on that, grow it so that, one day we could just plug in the data that we normally would. Instead of manually finding all these things, the tool will completely do it for you. It's pretty good right now, but obviously we do a much better job, but hopefully we keep working on that. But realistically, the one other thing I do want to show you guys is we also have the YouTube channel, Poofnewsales. Basically, you can see a bunch of pictures of me. Some of the videos we do, like I said, like how to create the perfect outline, upgrading your content, what topics should you write about, content marketing for lawyers, a day in the life of a content marketer, how to write title tags, how I would start my business from scratch, how to train a sales team, how to create and run YouTube ads, how to write meta tags. Basically, it's just a video blog. It's literally a vlog, but it's not a vlog where people just go around with a camera to their face. It's just a blog in video form if you want to get really good content and training on content marketing and ranking well on Google. We have that all here. It also just gives you a better idea of who I am and my thought process and how much I know in the industry. If you kind of have any last second concerns, I like to show people my videos, because what's better way to get to know somebody, get to know what they know, than watching videos of them talking about the subject. So I just wanted to go through this real quick for you guys, give you a better idea of who I am, who we are at Poofnewsales, how we can help you, and what kind of results we can get you. So I appreciate you guys for taking the time, and I will talk to you soon, hopefully.